My name is Tom. I'm in Brisbane, Australia, and sitting on my veranda of my wooden house looking at the sky. I'm looking through the leaves and branches of our beautiful tree in our front garden called a rain tree. The sky is blue, single colour blue, with just a few tiny patches of white cloud. It's a classic Brisbane winter day. For most of the last week, we've had very unseasonal rain with grey skies. I really felt the effect of it. It made me sad. It made me feel just a little discouraged. In winter already, we wake up and then in the dark, and then the evening comes at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It reminded me this grey time of the time that Mary and I spent in London, where we lived for months under a grey sky. And when the tiny bit of clear weather would appear, it was usually quite cold. But in Brisbane, when you have a clear winter's day, you can expect a lovely warm temperature in the low 20 degrees centigrade, and you're able to feel great pleasure in getting out and doing things. Mary and I often go for a ride on our bikes. We've both got road bikes, and we cycle for 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 kilometres on paths down from our home along creeks, along cycle paths along creeks down to Moreton Bay near Brisbane, or part of Brisbane. It's a beautiful ride and always enjoyable. So a blue sky, a blue winter sky always gives me a lot of pleasure. I get a chance to go out into the garden as well and perhaps do some gardening. I enjoy my gardening. My garden is full of trees and shrubs and flowers, and although I try and grow some vegetables, we have trouble because we don't have enough sunlight coming through because of the trees, but still it's a great pleasure to have the garden. So although it's winter, it's a mild, beautiful winter in Brisbane with clear blue skies that every time you raise your eyes, it gives me pleasure. Summer in Brisbane has a different sky. It's often very hot. Brisbane's a subtropical city, and we can have clear days, but often thunderstorms will form in the afternoon and bucket down in rain. And as we like to walk, I often walk between my office and my work at the hospital. I walk through the streets. In summer I walk to look for shade everywhere, to keep out of the way of the sun. In winter I usually walk on the other side of the street to make sure I'm catching as much sun as possible. I like the sky. I like weather. I like knowing about what's happening with the weather. I try and keep track of it. And I very much enjoy our climate here in Brisbane. But the one thing that does get me frustrated is light in the morning. I get up early and do some exercise, and as the light comes on, as the winter comes on, the light gets cut down, and it's always slightly frustrating to me. Whereas when I start to see the light coming as I get up and through summer, it just is encouraging and always makes me feel good. Okay, thank you for this opportunity. It's been a pleasure to think about it, and I hope it's of value to you.